In this video, I hope to show you what are the problems with the new version of Blackboard, version 9. Here's my course. The first thing they did on the announcement page, they tried to be cute and added something technologically advanced, but very cumbersome to operate, which are these things where you can move things around. Now, the problem is they're cumbersome and you don't know when you got things moved. So sometimes it gets stuck. So of course they got this little thing over here on the top of the screen where they don't explain it, but they say use that to move things. And it's alright, okay. But this system does not work on all pages here under assignments. Let's look at under assignments. Oh, by the way, did I tell you this takes forever to load pages? I mean forever. There we go. It is, as you see, it's not working properly. And that little thing up here that would make our lives much easier, it's gone. It's not there. Oops. I guess we forgot something. These are learning units that I have created. But another problem within the learning units. I'm going to go to the student view to show you this. It has these arrows up here. If you use these arrows, it will skip over certain items such as quizzes, discussion boards that are within the learning units. They get skipped. But if the student click on contents, they will see everything that is in there. So there is another glitch in the system which they refuse to admit that there is a problem to. Again, in between screens, in which there is lots of clicking in new Blackboard, it takes forever. Let me go back to the instructor mode to show you another problem. So that little click right there is costing me, and I'm typing it and then I'll be editing this, approximately 3 minutes. If you notice here, it says enabled. Enabled. That means it should be tracking, statistics tracking. So I should be able to see which student went into this learning unit and looked at it. If you notice, it has lots of problems with the drop-down menu again. And then we click on View Statistics. And then we wait another 3 minutes. Then you use this here, drop down again, and you run a report. Okay. If you notice, the first thing you notice is the start date and the end date. January 1st, 2000. Was the system out back then? No, they just put in a random number. So I have to reset that to sometime in 2010, I guess. Otherwise I have reams of paper that I have to print. And go to June, which this class started it. Again, very, very unresponsive. I will click Submit. And it creates a very nice report, PDF format, which pops up. If you look at it, the student who has grades for quizzes that she's taken in that assignment and who has grades for discussion postings shows her never having logged in. Let me run a new report. That's with one student. Let's see. Again, go get a cup of coffee. Oh, there it is. So this time I want to see the whole class. Again, this is very cumbersome. So let's see. Well, according to this, nobody in the class has ever logged into or has opened up this assignment. But I know there are students who have grades for this assignment. So, and I've tried this with various assignments, and the results are always the same. And when we tell Blackboard about this, they say, which student? Not which student, all the students. And then there are times when quizzes and discussion boards disappear if you turn on the due date on this. So quizzes tend to disappear if you put a due date on it, or a discussion board shuts off early. I think this might have something to do with when we upgraded the servers, they didn't check the time on this new server. They didn't reset the timers. So this might be a localized thing. So I'm just gonna, well, I better not. Let me do one that I have already graded. Then I have downloaded the report. See, these I turned off manually. If you put it on automated timer, again, takes forever. If you use these time restriction, date and time restriction, it shuts off way before what it says in the display until. So I leave it blank and I turn it off manually. A big step down from the previous version. Took me a while to figure this out. So if any of you instructors are out there and students are telling you I can't find the quiz or I can't find a discussion board, just go in and unclick display until, and then they will be able to see it. Of course, that means on the due date you have to get on a computer and take away availability manually. So this is why I recommend, if your school is considering updating to Blackboard 9, don't do it. And I'm hoping, if anybody at our school is watching this, that we consider leaving Blackboard, or at the minimum going back to Blackboard 8. Thank you.